Good morning, my name is Matthew Hugo from Weather Commerce, and this is this morning's weather brief on Wednesday the 16th of November. Today's weather brief will cover a summary on West European 5-day average temperatures, the UK, Europe, Scandinavian precipitation, and finally global weather alerts. We will start by taking a summarised look at the mean surface temperatures across Europe. And between days 11 and 15 there is generally no significant changes from yesterday, and that is for some central and particularly eastern areas of Europe to have temperatures trending generally below climate averages, particularly across Austria and Poland. In comparison, many other areas of Europe, particularly across western and northwestern regions, temperatures here are likely to be generally trending above climate norms. Between days 6 and 10 a similar temperature trend continues to be evident, and that is for many central and also more particularly eastern areas of Europe, having temperatures trending below climate averages, if not well below, across some parts of Austria and perhaps Poland, for example. In comparison, many western areas of Europe, including the UK and France, are likely to have temperatures trending above climate norms. And finally, within the short term, over the next 2 to 5 days, many western areas of Europe, from the UK to France and also Spain, are likely to have temperatures trending above climate averages, whilst further east one progresses, temperatures are likely to become increasingly near, if not trending below, climate norms. And now moving on to take a look at the United Kingdom in some closer detail. In between days 11 and 15, as we move towards and beyond the weekend of the 26th and 27th of November, once again all of the available forecast models, including my specific temperature forecast, which is represented by the solid red line, maintains temperatures to be at least 2 or 3 degrees above a climate mean of around 6 or 7 degrees Celsius. Temperatures are forecast to generally remain above climate averages across the UK now throughout the remainder of November. In relation to some EC Ensemble longer range data, the following graphic is my specific temperature forecast throughout the next 3 to 4 weeks. I do expect temperatures to remain generally above climate averages throughout the remainder of November now. However, as we progress through the opening week or more of December, I do expect temperatures to drop and become much nearer to climate averages the further we progress through December. This is likely to introduce somewhat colder conditions across the UK than compared with at present. There is very little difference or significant changes from previous days with regards to days 6 to 10, and as you can see within the highlighted red circle, all of the available forecast models have temperatures at least 2 if not 3 degrees above climate averages. And finally, within the short term, over the next 2 to 5 days, whilst temperatures are likely to start nearer to climate averages, they are soon forecast to rise and become at least 3 degrees above climate norms as we move towards the end of the coming week. So in summary, throughout the remainder of November, I continue to expect temperatures to remain above climate averages. However, the further we progress into November, latest forecast data from the longer range EC Ensembles is predicting temperatures to drop and become much nearer to climate norms. And now moving on to take a look at the expected temperatures across Europe in some closer detail. And the general trend from previous days continues today, and that is for many central and but particularly eastern areas of Europe, including Germany, particularly Austria and also across into Poland. Temperatures here are likely to be trending below climate averages. However, the further west one progresses, temperatures are forecast to generally remain above climate norms, particularly across the likes of the UK and France, for example. The latest Austrian model comparison graph helps to illustrate this situation well, and despite temperatures generally nearing climate norms within the long term in relation to at present, overall, most if not all of the available forecast models do still continue to maintain temperatures to be below climate averages by at least 2 or 3 degrees towards the end of November and between days 11 and 15. Between days 6 and 10 a similar temperature trend continues. As you can see, many eastern areas of Europe in particular are forecast to maintain predominantly cold conditions with temperatures trending below climate averages. However, many western areas of Europe, including the UK, Benelux, France and also down into Iberia, are likely to continue to have temperatures trending above climate means. Using the latest France model comparison graph as an example of West Europe, you can see that between days 6 and 10, all of the available forecast models have temperatures trending at least 1 to 3 degrees above a climate mean of around 8 degrees Celsius. And finally, within the short term, over the next 2 to 5 days, there is again a distinct east and west split in the expected temperatures across Europe, with many eastern areas of Europe having temperatures trending below average. Near average temperatures are forecast across central areas of Europe, whilst many western areas of Europe maintain temperatures to be above climate norms. And now moving on to take a look at the expected precipitation totals across Scandinavia within the next 7 to 14 days. And the trend from yesterday continues today, and that is for many western and also northwestern areas of Norway to have precipitation totals trending above climate averages in association with predominantly unsettled conditions. However, in contrast, many central and southern regions of Norway, Sweden and also the majority of Finland, particularly within the next 7 to 10 days, but also up to perhaps 14 days, are likely to have precipitation totals trending below climate averages as high pressure and predominantly settled conditions dominate the weather. And now moving on to take a look at global weather alerts, which highlight significant deviations from normal. And the distinct east and west splitted temperatures across the United States is forecast to continue throughout the next 7 to 10 days at least. A significant upper trough within the jet stream across western areas of the United States is signalling some particularly cold weather, with mean surface temperatures well below freezing, which is at least 8 to 10 degrees below climate averages. This is in comparison with relatively milder conditions further east. After a week or more of generally above average temperatures across the majority of China, there is a developing signal that northern regions of China over the next 7 to 10 days are likely to have temperatures to become below climate norms as much colder conditions spread south from eastern areas of Russia and also Mongolia. Mean surface temperatures well below -10 are forecast to develop, which is at least 6 to 8 degrees below climate norms. And finally, particularly within the next 7 to 10 days, but also perhaps out to 14 days as well, temperatures across many southern areas of Brazil in particular are forecast to be trending below climate averages by at least 4 to 6 degrees Celsius. Mean surface temperatures less than 10 to 15 degrees are forecast in what is forecast to be a particularly cool spell of weather for the time of year. Thank you for listening to today's weather brief. Goodbye.